So I am here to make a video because I felt that it might help some people. Um, in what way will it help people? I have no idea, but I know that genuinely right now, um, it's actually like it's not funny. It feels, because it is oppressive right now, overwhelmingly oppressive on so many fronts. And it truly is scary and frightening. And I don't, I don't even think I've fully processed how I feel about everything because, like, what the fuck, you know? And I know that the title of this video is going to be America is in Trouble. And in that title, I very specifically put America in quotes. And the reason I am doing that is because America means something very specifically to a very specific demographic. And that definition changes depending on who you are. Right now, there is a minority of people, and when I put that in quotes because there's a lot of people, but um, but technically they are the minority because they are lacking power. They do not have the power. So when I put America in quotes, I'm doing that because America isn't in trouble for a lot of people. For white, heterosexual, cisgender men, and maybe kind of sort of women, but also not really, America is perfectly fine. It's doing perfectly good. And even that isn't true because the main thing that people don't understand is that class also plays a very important role. And if you are middle class, if you are lower class, even if you are a white straight man, it doesn't fucking matter, all right? A lot of people will actively vote or, support things that actively harm them because they are too afraid to look at themselves in a mirror and recognize that they don't have power or not as much power as they wish they did or thought they did. And these people want to maintain power. They want to maintain the status quo as much as possible. And the way that they do that, the way they rationalize that in their brain, is by putting down others. This is how we put down trans people. This is how we put down queer people. This is how we put down black people. This is how we put down any person of color, anyone that does not fit the quote unquote norm. And that's how it always has been, and that's how it's continuing to be. And it seems like right now that is more prevalent than ever. Elon literally did the Nazi salute at Trump's inauguration. That's not a mistake. And people are going to say that that's not what happened, that's not what he meant, it was this and that and whatever. Here's the thing. Elon is like the fucking richest guy in the world at one of the most televised, recorded events in history because it's the inauguration of a fucking president of America. He knew what he was doing, and that is terrifying. To see that someone that will hold is, I guess now, someone that holds office in the United States government is doing the fucking Nazi salute under Trump. You know how people keep saying that this country is getting more and more fascist? That's for a reason, folks. And then on day one, Trump declares that he's going to create an executive order to declare that there are only two genders, and that anything that supports or, talks about anything that doesn't include that very vague definition will be cut funding, will not be funded anymore. So excuse me if I'm a little angry, if I'm a little upset, because it's starting to become more and more obvious that America means wealthy, straight, rich, white men. I guess I included rich and wealthy in the same sentence, but you get the point. So, I don't want to make this video to purely to express my anger, my hardships. I want to make this video because I want to try and help people in some way. I am lucky and I am privileged to live in a blue state in Massachusetts, which is famously very liberal, where state protections will help me in some way. And I can't help, even then, I am scared, I am angry, I am upset, I am hurt, I am sad. But I can't help but think about all of the people in this country that are not America, that will continue to face probably some of the greatest fear they've ever faced in this country for 4 years. For 4 years at the least, they will continue to experience some of the greatest fear they've ever experienced, not knowing what will happen next. And it's not even just on a law side, it's the fucking cronies and the degenerates that will mindlessly spread hate and try to denigrate people, and will do awful things. We've seen it before. We know what it looks like. And it hurts me on a level that I can't even explain, to know that all of this is happening and there's not much that I can do. There's not much that, I wish there was more I could do, because there are so many people out there. None of them deserve this. They are trying to just exist. They are trying to be themselves. They are trying to live their lives. This video is basically for anyone that can relate to it in some way. I want people to know that they aren't alone, because I know, especially if you're in like a small community, a small town, whatever, it can feel very isolating and like you are alone and that there's no hope. And I feel that way, but it's not true. There is always hope. I know that's very hard to know and understand and actually believe, but there's always hope. And I'm telling you right now that every single one of us that don't fit under the definition of America. We are all feeling this pain. We are all feeling hurt and betrayed by our country, by our people, by the people that voted in a way that allowed this to happen, etc. You know, continue rolling down that hill. You are not alone, number one. And number two, we are here to support you, even if we can't do it in person. Even if things are going to get censored or whatever, know that there are genuinely hordes of people out there that believe in you and who you are and how you identify. Even if they don't know how you are feeling, how you are identifying personally, they believe you, because that's the type of people we are. That's the type of people I am. I don't know if that gives solace to anyone, but I hope it does. You know, I hate that this feels like a solid piece of advice right now. But throughout my entire journey on this channel, I've always said that if you do not feel safe, if you don't feel safe to come out or express yourself, you don't have to. And I think that that is important to remember. And I hate that I have to say this, but if you have to, it is worth staying safe. And know that despite it all, we are here for you. As a community, as a larger collective, we are here for you. And there are plenty of people that don't have the grace of being able to, quote unquote, like hide their identity, right? People of color are already being attacked. I mean, we see it with the like deportation ICE raids already taking place. It is scary. This is what fascist countries do. And I haven't even talked about TikTok, which I'm just now realizing. But there are people that can't hide who they are. They can't hide the color of their skin. And for those people in this country, they have always had a target on their back, and they continue to have a target on their back. And once again, I'm in a situation where I fucking wish that I could do literally anything. And maybe there is. Maybe there is, and if there is, please let me know. But please remember that once again, we Americans, not just kidding, we're not actually Americans under that definition. We Americans are here for you, and there's power in numbers, and it hurts to divide, to split up. It hurts to divide, to split up people. And so if we all stick together, doesn't matter like how you identify, what you look like, if we stick together, we have power. It may not look like much, it may not feel like much, but we have power. There are power in numbers, there's power in knowledge, and these are very important things to remember. And I, like, genuinely, this feels, I can't tell if this is an exaggeration or not. That's how bad it is. It feels like we're on the verge of a fucking civil war. I don't know. This feels like a situation where people are going to just have to fight each other because the civil conversation doesn't seem to matter anymore. And by that I mean there is a very select group of people, these Americans that I keep talking about, that genuinely will not listen because listening means they have to confront their own power. And they don't want to do that. They have held like 98% of the power their entire lives. And if you look at that pie chart, what progress means is that slowly we chip away at that pie chart to try and make it as close to 50-50 as possible. However, they don't see that as being equal. They see that as losing their rights, losing their power. When really we're just trying to have what they have. We're just trying to stand on equal footing. The best part is that they are scared. They're scared of losing that. And I hope they fucking feel that fear forever. Because how do you think we feel? And then I guess might as well talk about the TikTok ban. So the TikTok ban, TikTok shut down for like 12 hours and then thank you, Donald Trump. Wow, what a great man you are. Yeah, so this is propaganda. This is basically the definition of propaganda. This is a stunt of some sort. And the problem is, and I said this on TikTok, the problem is that it will genuinely work. The problem is that all of the people that already love and support Trump will see this as a win. And they will say, yes, Trump did save TikTok. No. But they'll see that and they'll believe it. And they will not, they won't be able to look at anything else and go, oh yeah, I guess this isn't what's happening here, you know? They will continue to use that as a reinforcement of their beliefs, and they will continue to use that as an argument, even though the argument falls short. It doesn't matter to them. So it's a big stunt. Trump doesn't deserve any credit. And it's as simple as that. And there are also a lot of young people, a lot of new people to politics, new to kind of comprehending the way that our political system, political parties work, that will see this because they don't have the background to understand, to see what this is. And they will go, whoa, I guess Trump saved TikTok. That's pretty cool, because they don't know any better. And it will work. That's why I'm upset about it. It's because it fucking will work, even though it shouldn't. And so I'm going to end this video because I've been going on for too long. But thank you for listening. I don't know if it helps. I don't know if it was helpful. But I hope that it was. I hope that at least someone was able to watch this video and be like, you know what? I feel the same way. I feel validated that someone else feels that way. Or, you know what? Maybe I was doubting myself and I was scared, and at least knowing that internet stranger Ryan here believes in me. Because I do. I very much do. I don't know. I hope it helps, and America is in trouble. Thanks for watching, and I truly wish you all the best, and I hope you all are able to stay safe. And remember that I believe you, and I believe in you, and I will continue to do so.